Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thoughts and harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse with only few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
Yes, peeps. Yeah, man. Going to Wembley. Hey, hands up if your team's going to Wembley. Newcastle fans? Yeah. Arsenal fans? No. Spurs fans? No. North London? Looking sad right now. North London must be absolutely sad. Back to Wembley. It is back to Wembley, man. We're starting to make it our second home, man. You guys, obviously up from Liverpool and that. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome to come down south. Do you know what I mean? We don't mind housing you guys, you know, for the day and that, you know, when it comes to the final. But that's going to be a good final, by the way, people. Really, really good final. But guys, here, match reaction won't be here too long. It was a very, very simple, kind of a boring game at points. If I'm being totally honest with you, I definitely started to nod off. If I'm being 100% honest, Liverpool were absolutely dominant in the game. First half, sorry, I was eating a bit of food. First half, I was watching it and I felt like Liverpool lacked a little bit of urgency. Now, of course, obviously hindsight, right? Because you end up winning the game 4-0. So you could say, yeah, well, look, this is what happened obviously in the second half. But when I say urgency, it's not necessarily about the scoring of the goals that I felt that we kind of lacked. Obviously, we was lacking in that department anyway, other than the one goal that we did score. But it was more about every time we would get the ball, it just seemed like we were quite slow, quite lethargic. There was zero movement at times. Nothing was really happening, if I'm being totally honest with you. I know we had like a chance, I say chances, but we had shots and stuff like that. I mean, Tottenham mistakes and things like that, you know, them trying to, you know, carry the ball up the pitch, us winning it back again. Transition football, Liverpool can't do it, man. I keep saying it, bro. You really can't do that against Liverpool. But yeah, it was just that first half. I just felt it was so lethargic when I was watching the game. I just felt like, Jesus, like, it's not even about, oh, you need to rush. It's not even about that. You got 90 minutes, right, to score goals. So, you know, we can take our time with that. That in itself wasn't my issue. It was just the lack of movement. I wish I had the still, and I wish I had taken a picture of it. There was a moment in the first half where Szoboszlai gets the ball, and it's just, you know, he's got the Tottenham like team in front of him, right? You've got like the midfield, I think, and then the defense, and then the goalkeeper. But in front of, obviously, in the midst of all of that, you got the Liverpool players. Everyone was just standing still, literally just stood still. It was like literally stood still, and I think he just popped it back. I can't remember who, maybe to Jones or to Gravenberch or whoever it was. And I just remember thinking, like, why is nobody moving? Like, I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. Yes, obviously Tottenham, you know, were trying to play that kind of, you know, mid to low block. I get it. You know, they weren't trying to, you know, concede too much of that pitch. They were obviously conceding possession, but they weren't trying to concede too much in regards to, you know, the space in behind and stuff like that, which, you know, I understand. But yeah, I don't know. It just felt like that. Second half, obviously, listen, we kind of, as per usual, second half, different energy and stuff like that. You know, the team really, you know, amped it up after that, I felt anyway. Yeah, Tottenham made a few subs, which I felt made them a little bit better, so to speak, which is weird because I don't know why he didn't play Porro. I don't know what their injury. I mean, I know they got a bag of injuries anyway, so maybe he just felt, yeah, I'm not going to use Porro from the start. I don't know. It was weird. Very, very weird. I just felt like, why didn't you just start him? Obviously, Richarlison came off. Matisse Tell couldn't really get into the game. Kind of felt sorry for him afterward because I was like, geez, yeah, that's not the debut that you kind of want to see, right? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that was kind of just like my genuine overall thoughts of the game, and it was a very professional, is what I think I would say. Very, very professional performance from Liverpool. Just got the job done. Literally got the job done. and we kind of moved. To be honest with you, still got final to play. So, yeah, just wait until we get to there. Obviously, this was the team that we put out for the game. I know a few people I raised my eyebrows at the fact that he played Keller instead of Allison. I thought he would have played Allison instead. Because obviously we got the game against Plymouth at the weekend, so I genuinely thought that it was going to be Allison. But hey, listen, he went with Keller. Didn't really have much to do, to be honest with you. Anyway, obviously went Robbo back there as well, which wasn't in my plans, or wasn't in my lineup, should I say? He went Jones and Gravenberch in the midfield. I had McAllister, but he came on. And then he obviously had Nunes and I had Diaz up front. So, yeah, a few changes, but, I didn't look at it and think, oh, my goodness, like, why did he do that? Other than Keller, that was the only one I thought was a little bit weird, but, it is what it is. Spurs obviously lining up like this. I kind of thought Spurs would line up like that-ish, other than maybe Porro coming in. Maybe because he wanted to get Davis and Danzo playing, and he felt that Archie Gray probably deserved to start. Jed Spence, probably, of course, deserved to start midfield. But their midfield didn't really offer them any real protection. And they were so poor on the ball. Like, they just couldn't get hold of it at all. Like, it's almost like they couldn't string two passes together in that midfield. It was like, and that midfield is actually pretty decent. So the fact that, and they can all pass, they can all dribble, they can all keep possession, play football. And for some reason, they just was not on it at all. Son, absolutely quiet. You didn't even see him. Richarlison obviously coming off. Kulusevski again, quiet. We kept them quiet. We kept them quiet, man. And it was, it's like they, obviously, I get it, because obviously they weren't trying to go gung-ho from minute one. But you know what? Maybe they should have just stuck with whatever game plan they had at the last time. Maybe they would have made a better game of it. But they also had Solanke, to be fair. And I think having Solanke in a game like this, especially when you're going to concede possession as much as they did, you need that, that guy up front who can, the ball can stick. Do you know what I mean? And we can bring players up the field. When you got Richarlison there, or even Matisse Tell when he came on with Son, bro, it's just not going to work at all, man. Trust. 4 goals from 26 shots. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. 5 big chances. We had 0 in the first half. All of them came in the second half, to be fair. And as I said, it was like that. It didn't feel like, it was weird. It was like I felt Liverpool would score more through being relentless, rather, as opposed to we're playing so well. It was just Tottenham just kept giving us the ball. Like I said, kept conceding possession. I didn't feel like Liverpool were. And by the way, when I say this, people, I need people to understand the words that come out my mouth. When I say this, I'm not saying it because we had to come out of second gear, because we didn't. The way that the game was and how the dynamic of the game, we didn't have to come out of second gear. But that's how the game was played. For me, it was just played in completely first gear, just out there. Like I said, players walking around, standing still and stuff like that. That's exactly how the game, kind of panned itself out. So it wasn't through, I didn't feel like Liverpool were playing excellent. I don't even feel like it was even that good, to be honest with you, but we didn't have to be. Again, it's that quality that we've got with the Mo Salah. Again, getting another GA, like it's getting boring now. Almost, we're watching this guy constantly get the GAs and stuff like that. God, without him, honestly, Liverpool would be in not a shit show, to be honest with you. Like, he's so vitally important, to this team, man. So yeah, you gotta just big him up. You gotta just big him up. On a slot, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, final of the Carabao Cup. He's having a very, very good start to life at Liverpool. It'll be interesting to see how this all ends, to be honest with you. If he can pick up trophies, come the end of this season, absolutely fantastic first season for him. And obviously, looking on to the next season, it's going to be a tough act to follow. Depending on how many wins this season, it's going to be a real tough act to follow. So hopefully, long may it continue. But he's showing him and the team. They're just showing the professionalism. It's one of those. Like that's how I watch Liverpool now. Is that it's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be necessarily fun to watch or anything like that. But it's just going to be very professional. And to be honest with you, it's probably about time that we started to be a bit more professional with our performances. I can analyze the game and I can say, yeah, this, that, and I wish we did this, and that's cool. But ultimately, you just want to get the victories, right? And we probably lacked a little bit of professionalism over the last few seasons anyway, to be honest with you. I felt at times we were quite naive as a team. So yeah, maybe, Slot this being his first season, he wants to me, it almost feels like he wants to set that professionalism in now, and then we'll probably start to see, you know, a little bit more, you know, from him later on. But yeah, we got Newcastle in the final. I hope it's a better game than that, to be honest with you. But I think it will be. I think Newcastle will definitely be up for it. A lot more experience. It's a final as well. Finals are usually quite, from what I can remember, low scoring. I think the last one, obviously, Van Dijk scoring in extra time or whatever it was. So yeah, usually these games are quite tight. You know, teams don't want to give up too much at the end of the day, of course, because you don't want to lose a final. It's a final, you know. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really good day because two sets of fan bases who are quite passionate about their teams. Obviously not from London as well, so I feel like that added factor, as you know, into this kind of game, I feel like it's going to make for a really, really good final. Whereas if it was a team from London, I don't feel like it would have the same kind of energy, if that makes sense, unless it happened to be Arsenal versus Spurs. Then of course that would have been an absolute madness. But yeah, Liverpool versus Newcastle, I feel like it's going to be a good one. I feel like, anyway. I don't know. We'll do the predictions obviously later on at that time, but I definitely think it's going to be a good final anyway. So yeah, hopefully it is, and hopefully Liverpool, you know, walk away with the trophy. Listen, I might not care, but I ain't trying to lose. You know, in the final, if you get here, you better win it. You know, now that you are here. But yeah, listen, look, as I said, professional performance from Liverpool. Can't complain at all. There wasn't really anything, if I'm being totally honest with you, that I felt, you know, or anybody, should I say, that I felt play badly. No one there. There was no standouts. To be honest, everyone as a collective, I felt like the team just performed, you know, well, you know, and stifled Tottenham at times. So yeah, man, big up to the team, big up to Liverpool, big up to Arne Slot, and on to Wembley we go, man. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. If there was a man of the match, let me know who yours was for tonight's game, and let me know how much you are looking forward to the final.